Howdy there folks, it's Geist, and today we are doing a review on the Cryosthesia 77K. The special perk on this one is that it fires a freezing blast after getting a kill with it. And that is absolutely all there is to it. So you get a kill with it, and you charge it up similar to Devil's Ruin, and then it gets a freeze. Now, this freeze only happens for about a split second in the Crucible, which is a good thing. It's definitely not really useful in the slightest, as you're going to see here in the gameplay. The only real value that I see in it is kind of as a support build. If you've got somebody that's running this, or maybe a couple people running together, one person freezes and then the other person just shoots them, I guess. But there's a bunch of other ways to use stasis better. This isn't really a powerful pistol, and the archetype that the pistol sits in is actually not that great either. I don't know what it is with precision frame archetypes, but they're either really great or really horrible. Unfortunately, this one's really horrible. Something about it just doesn't feel right. I don't know if it's because you can't spam it as fast as the others, or it doesn't have quite as much impact as some of the certain others. I can't really say. And this is coming from me. I love sidearms. They're one of my favorite types of weapons. I always like to run a sidearm in lieu of a shotgun like everybody else on the planet. Sidearms make a great backup. They're good for CQC fights. They're very consistent in CQC fights. They're a good shotgun counter. You can jump up in the air and counter with them. But maining a sidearm, it's not so great. If you're wanting to run around maining a pistol, you should be using a hand cannon. And granted, you can have some good games with a sidearm, of course. But it's sort of a meme thing. The sidearm is there for, crap, they're on top of me, I need to pull this out and use it to quickly kill them before they shotgun me or whatever else. And this is just not a good archetype of sidearm. They should have picked a different archetype so that it would at least be usable in Crucible. But at the same time, I don't really care. If I'm being honest, I'm actually glad that this sidearm sucks, because I don't want to see it everywhere. A stasis primary is, when I first heard about that, I was dreading it immediately, thinking, oh god, this is just going to be free freezes for days. But apparently Bungie has learned their lesson with the rest of stasis, or from the rest of stasis, I should say. And as such, they didn't make this gun ship out completely overpowered, or even powerful in any stretch of imagination. It's just a novelty. And that's what they continue to do with these seasonal weapons, is they're just creating novelties. Like, you look at TQs and it's like, oh my god, that bow looks so cool. It's shooting arrows made out of fire. Oh, it's shooting 3 targets at once. It's got aimbot. It's blowing people up. On paper, it sounds like it's going to be amazing, but in actual usage, it sucks. And the same thing has happened here with Cryosthesia. The base sidearm itself is not that great. Like I've said multiple times already here, it just doesn't feel good to use. And you can get a kill with it, but as you'll see here in the video, multiple times I try to get the kill and then go for the freeze. Sometimes I just suck at aiming with it, and I wasn't landing the freeze very well. But I'm not actually sure how many times I successfully managed to land a freeze in this match. And the times that you do land a freeze, it's for a split second. It's the same thing as a cold snap grenade. The difference is, when you use this pistol, whenever you use that freeze, it empties your entire mag. So now you're just standing there holding an empty weapon. It's not like using a cold snap grenade. You throw it and it freezes somebody and you've got whatever in your hand to go ahead and deal with them. You have to swap to something else or try to run up and melee them. Running up and melee them, not a good idea. Doesn't work very well at all. So you have to kind of swap to something else to clean them up. It feels like I said, kind of a novelty. The whole freeze mechanic is not that great, and that's okay. I'm glad for that. The last thing we need in Crucible are more stasis related issues. I think we can all agree on that. The only little tip or trick that I have for this pistol is the little freeze shot, the little charge up. You do not have to have a full magazine for that. You could have just reloaded and boom, used the full mag, or you could have used the last round in the mag to charge up and shoot that shot. It doesn't make a difference. It does not increase the duration of the freeze. It doesn't sort of do any kind of extra damage or anything that I've noticed like that. Any amount in the mag will freeze them, and that's pretty much it. It's a fairly simple pistol. There's not a whole lot of hidden nuance to it or anything that I found so far. I do not have the catalyst yet, and I do not have any idea what that catalyst does. I'm going to sound kind of tired in this video because I have been awake grinding this catalyst like crazy, so I can try to get it out to you guys and let you know exactly what this thing is doing. Maybe the catalyst adds something nifty. I don't know. As soon as I can get this catalyst unlocked, I will be doing a review on that and showing you guys exactly what it does. I do apologize for the messy gameplay here, but this was my first game using it. I just wanted you guys to see exactly what I was going up against. A bunch of sweat lords, but nonetheless, the sidearm, kind of subpar. But as I've said already, I think that's okay. So once we get a hold of the catalyst, we'll see if that changes anything. I'll let you guys know soon. Thanks for watching the video, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening.